Van Guy, and today we're going to be talking about the rock cycle. The rock cycle. Now I have this bright light coming at me, and you may see my shadow on here, but don't worry about that. We're going to make sure, at least you can see both, two of me. Here I am. There I am. Okay? Alright, we're going to talk a little bit today about the rock cycle, a quick and easy way. Remember, I'm always using mnemonic because guess what? I'm making science a little bit more practical, and I got to come up with a way to make sure you understand it, that you get it. Okay? So here we go. We're going to talk about the rock cycle, properties of the rock cycle. First thing I want you to remember, you know we have to come up with a mnemonic. Got to do that. So our mnemonic is going to be called I see my, or we can say mega money. Everybody likes money, okay? So that's what our mnemonic is for this purpose here. So now, what does that mean? Let's go ahead and lay out what our diagram is going to look like. So that's my diagram right there, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and label that. First thing I want to know, the rock cycle has several rocks that basically are formed when certain conditions or certain things happen, okay? Now, the first one I want to talk about is this one that's called an igneous rock. An igneous rock. Igneous rock. So, if we have this, I'm going to put right here I for igneous rock. So that's igneous. So that's an igneous rock, okay? Then the next one, my process is going like that, in that direction. My next process is going to be from igneous rock, then we're going to get C for sedimentary. So that's sedimentary rock. And then we're still going that way. So we're going to move along this side right here, and then from igneous to sedimentary, and then my or mega, we're going to put metamorphic. That's right. So metamorphic rock, okay? So now I'm still going in this same direction. So now I have igneous, sedimentary, mega for metamorphic rock, and then down here I'm going to have what? Magma. That's right. So I'm going to put magma right here. Magma are what you call as lava. Lava or molten rock. Okay, so we have all of that. We got to understand how it works. What are the processes? What are the processes that changes this rock? That's what we got to figure out. What are the processes that changes this rock? First thing is this. The igneous rock, something happened here that caused it to change. We're going to call that we. We're going to call that we. The we here means weather and erosion happen. Weather means to break large things down into small things, okay? So right here, I'm going to draw a symbol. So that right there would be like a big rock. And then it's broken down. When it moves that way, it's broken down into a whole bunch of little pieces. So I've broken down the large rock into smaller pieces. So weathering happens, breaks down, and then erosion is when material, in this case rocks, are moved from one location to the next by way of water. Let's say, for example, you're on the beach and the wave comes in like shh, and then it almost like it has pause. And then it comes in and it grabs some of the sand and pulls it back out. So that's what's going on. Weathering is happening to break down the big rocks into small ones. Erosion is when, like say, water or wind may blow some of those small particles or pebbles away to another location. All right? So that's when we get sedimentary rock. But hold on for a minute. Now we have sedimentary rock. Okay? Now, what happens to form take a sedimentary rock and turn it into a metamorphic rock? Real simple. It's like the computer, like the HP computer. So heat and pressure. heat and pressure. Think of the little pieces are all spread out, and then we heat them up to a high temperature and pressure when they press down on each other. So heat and pressure forms metamorphic rock. Okay? Now, we leave from metamorphic and we go into magma. What causes that? Here what's happening. Here it is. Real simple. When I heat something up, okay? Heat is what you do, but melt happens. So someone would say, I want you to melt this ice for me. You can't melt the ice. Melt happened as a result of heat added. Okay? So we add heat and pressure, then this rock melts. And when it melts, it's become liquid rock or molten rock or lava. So that's what this thing right here is. So we have melting happening here. And then after we have this molten rock, something got to happen for it to turn back into an igneous rock. What is that thing that happened? Well, real simple. Something happened. Cooling happens right here. Cooling happens. So now we have everything. We have the rock cycle. We know exactly what happened. We got a mnemonic device. The mnemonic device is just really a phrase that helps me to remember a list of things or details. Listen now. I, igneous. C, sedimentary. My or mega, metamorphic. Money for magma. Or I've seen some, here's an example, some people may want to use this. Okay? I see my mama. That's another way to look at it, because that's going to help me to remember igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, and magma. Okay? So now, you know all the different rocks, how they're formed, and in between here are the processes that cause these rocks to form. Okay? Weather and pressure. Recap. So now, we have all this right here. We have a diagram which shows us how the flow, how these rocks are formed. First thing, we have weather and erosion, weathering, breaking down big things into small things, and then we get sedimentary rock. The next part is going to be heat and pressure. So it's heated up, and then pressure pushing down on it causing to form this type of rock. Okay? Now we have this type of rock. Now, with the heat that's added to it, melting will happen. Okay? So now the rock now changes into lava. That's what you find in the volcanoes and so forth. Then after that, then it cools down. When this cools down, after, let's say, a volcano explode and erupt, then when it comes down and it runs down on the side of the mountain, then it will cool down, and what you get is an igneous rock. All right? So again, this is Andrew Guy, just trying to make science a little bit more practical, and we just talked about the rock cycle. All right? Take care. Until then, I'll see you again. Have a good day.